a Chicago area player.
Yep.
I have heard his name murmured in the past couple months as kind of an up-and-comer. Quilly, I believe, I want to say Michigan, but I'm not entirely positive. St. Louis, okay, yeah, I have indeed heard this guy's name before, and we're getting a rare sighting of Falco.
Yep, so this guy actually plays, he's a big Wolf fan, as you can tell from the O'Donnell tag. He does play Falco. I've seen him play Bowser as well in certain counterpick matchups, but so I would expect him to have, you know, a pretty good familiarity of this matchup. I mean, if you're playing Falco, you better know everything about the game.
Yeah, you don't exactly make this pick at your first tournament, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, he has a secondary Bowser of his own, though, I've been informed.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, is that he plays the character. I've seen him use it, you know, on his own, so he knows this matchup pretty well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, totally spaced there. All right, let's see. Is this going to be some big damage? Oh,
he was scared. Yeah, he was scared of that move, the forward air from Falco, the kiss.
Yeah. I like the thinking, though, because if you read your opponent's going to press a button, you could air dodge through it and get some nice frame advantage on their whiff. And possibly a bigger punish, but that is the biggest punish you could possibly get, is your opponent throwing themselves off the stage for you.
You just punish yourself. You're a sadist, I guess. Are you a sadist or a masochist at that point? I don't know what
You're a self-inflicting masochist, I guess.
There's some word for that, and there's some word for that, but we haven't figured out what it is. Is that the shell shock or the Koopa? You remember that?
Let's just go with up throw to up air.
You got it. All right, that's it.
You know, maybe Seabass was like, hey, man, I've got too much rage, so I'm just going to throw myself off here. And now I'll win with rage on the second stock.
I mean, I would not be surprised. He's at 62. Bowser is such a scary rage monster. And Quilly, while he's doing awesome for himself, putting on all this damage, you could see him go super low for that back air. He's got to be careful of these Bowser grabs.
Seabass had a chance there to snipe Falco out of the Firebird, but of course, if you're not quick enough, you could actually get interrupted just by the flames on charge up.
Yep.
So it was smart by Seabass to try to pick a safer punish attempt.
Good grab by Quilly, goes for the tomahawk. He's going to go for these up airs, and Bowser having such a difficult time landing. It looked like Quilly was on his tails, but he actually let it go on that.
To be fair, though, every single character in the game has a hard time landing against Bowser. He's got pretty good ground speed, huge grab range, and all right, not heavy enough to survive the up smash there from Falco. We're going to see Quilly go up 1-0, but he kind of got that charity stock.
Yeah, I mean, he got super lucky with that Bowser bomb off the right-hand side. You know, Seabass, when you lose a game like that, it's very difficult to look at objectively because you were playing with 1.5 stocks, right? I mean, it seemed like he died super early, unfortunately. And you can see Quilly, there it is right there. He's actually the one holding the Bowser stuff, so I don't know if he has his, like, is that his Horcrux? Like, I don't, he's doing something with that. Back to Smashville for game 2.
Yeah, on one hand, you could get super tilted by the unintentional self-destruct, of course, but also you could kind of go into game 2 after losing in high spirits, thinking, you know what, I probably could have won that if I had that whole, you know, half or 3/4 of a stock to play with.
Absolutely.
So let's see what Seabass is capable of. So far, though, Quilly looking like it's all about him this match.
I really like the use of forward air there just to put a ton of pressure on Seabass off the right-hand side. If he had air dodged at the wrong time, he might have lost the stock early. And as Bowser, that is a death sentence.
Okay, up throw to neutral air. A lot of damage there for Seabass. And, I mean, in terms of kill percents, we're actually close to even here. 2 clean hits and then or just 1 back air.
Super low on that. Seabass showing such awesome knowledge of his character. He dropped a little bit too low for Falco to be able to chase him and hits him with that back air. Quilly just recovering back to the stage. No confrontation there.
Very smart by Seabass, though, going for the command grab. Bowser, one of the few characters with access to something like that from the air.
Close.
But basically, if you're sitting on the edge and your opponent is just standing and blocking, you know they're going to keep blocking and wait for the reaction.
Wow, that was a weird setup there. He barely got above the flames. You could see Seabass kind of smiling and shaking his head. He was a little surprised by that. I think he got like a little wave bounce thing, and he kind of popped up a little bit. Was able to get that up smash out of there.
This is hands down one of the nuttiest sets I've ever seen.
This is wild.
And this is only the third of the day.
We've got a lot left to go. He's going to go for the up throw into the up air, and that's going to do it. Quilly losing his second stock, and Seabass pretty comfortably, I think, taking game 2.
It was looking kind of rough for him at the beginning. He just so happened to have clutched out that back air off stage, and had that not happened, we could have been seeing a 2-0 from Quilly, and then Seabass would really be demoralized, right? Because, I mean, wow, I SD'd, and then I just lost game 2. Didn't even get a shot.
Absolutely.
To even up the set.
Game 3 coming up. Battlefield is the selection from Quilly. Seems like he's staying on Falco. So one more time, Falco versus Bowser. Battlefield is the pick. giant blast zones on this stage, so both of the characters are going to live a little bit longer. I don't think that really matters for Bowser, though, because that up throw up air, you're dead no matter what.
Right, and Bowser himself enjoys the survivability a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Quilly knows what he's doing with this counter pick here. Falco, very potent with the ladder combos. As you could see...
that's so much pressure, though, on the shield. I mean, if he wasn't Bowser, he was going to have a hard time answering that, but that up B out of shield is so useful.
Right, Bowser, one of the best heavies out of shield by far. That Whirling Fortress, man.
Sure.
Gets him out of a lot of tough situations. I feel like he meant to run off the platform in fair, but it just worked out.
It worked out, yeah. Absolutely. So there is the ledge situation. That's another thing that these heavy characters have problems with. Getting off the ledge gives him a kiss, but it's not going to do it. He's off on the side. Another kiss.
But Bowser, of course, his recovery excels horizontally, but not vertically. And if you trade with the early hitboxes of multi-hits in this game, you're going down.
Exactly, yeah. And you got to wonder what he really could have done about that. Maybe he could have thrown out a forward air just to kind of stuff it. I mean, there had to have been a better option than just taking it. And right now, as you can tell, you were talking about it before, these ladder combos, Quilly's going to look to start him up with a grab or an up tilt.
Ooh! And it doesn't even matter. Just raw power getting it done for Seabass pretty much evens it up. Only 17% down here. Let's see. Of course, Falco's low percent combos, though, are phenomenal.
As are Bowser's, though. He gets that grab, and that was
spicy,
I guess. I wonder if that was a misinput or if that was just, styling. But right now, it's looking pretty even, but of course, at Smash, even is not really even. That Bowser is heavy, and I think one grab might do it.
Okay, and we're all of a sudden back to very close percents here. Quilly really looking for this forward air, down air spike, but that could be
all out on that.
Yeah.
He stood right next to the ledge. He waited for Quilly to react. He just kind of stood there, just so imposing. And then as soon as Quilly committed to anything, he hit that pivot grab into the up throw, into the up air. Awesome stuff from Seabass.
A character like Bowser is also so tough for Falco because all that grab range he brings to the table really kind of invalidates Falco's ability to be safe on block with things like back air, forward air. That may work on a lot of characters, but it's not going to work on Bowser. Let's check out the replay here.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, I mean, Bowser's grab range is so powerful that it kind of stops Falco from going for the grabs himself. I mean, he wants to do that. There we go. Okay. There's a cigarette. There you go right there.
This is a family-friendly production.
All right, there you go. He kind of air dodges into that up smash there, and there it is again. Quilly just keeps getting those. As you can tell right here, he's got him off on the side, goes a little bit too low, but Seabass ready with that giant kick on the side. Awesome stuff there, and you can see Quilly right here off on the side. He's just going to keep hitting this forward air. He hits it right there, and it looks like that's all he's going for, and then there it is one more time.
And here's the moment of truth. I believe it's this one where they trade, and yep. He's just going to sink like a rock, and you could tell he was mashing B already to try to get some more vert on that final up B, but because of the trade, and he was holding right, it was just a side B to death. I don't think he could have recovered, even with the maximum mash on another up B successfully anyway.
I think he was just kind of done at that point, and I think it didn't really come to him because it really did look like Quilly was just trying to edge guard more percent, more percent, more percent. But that's something you got to be cognizant of. If you trade with those multiple